Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
We wish you a Merry Camus. We wish you a Merry Camus. We wish you a Merry Camus. Now let's do alchemy. Yeah, that did not come out of my head as well as I thought it would. But, it is the final episode of the Rider Time podcast before Christmas and the penultimate before the end of the year. How crazy is it that 1 year ago this week, not this week, but the week after, I was doing Kamen Rider Geats' last two episodes right in Tulum, and now I'm doing it back in America. There was something fun about that. Not gonna lie though, given the green themes that go on in this episode, kind of wish I went back to Tulum to do this episode. But it is what it is. You can't fly to Mexico every year, but I do miss it a little bit. But speaking of exploring tropical climates, we are here for Rider Time podcast. We are doing Kamen Rider Gotchard, and the episode is episode 15. Seize the happy, shine bright, Gotchalibur, and God damn it, I hate the name of that sword. I get it. It's like they're trying to combine the word gotcha and caliber, but doesn't mean it works. I really hate the name of that weapon. And just for the fun of it, guys, let me know in the comments, what is a name of a weapon from the Kamen Rider series that you always thought was kind of dumb? And if so, what would you give it as an alternative name for that weapon? So let me know in the comments what you guys think. It could be anything from the Showa era, Heisei era, the second half of the Heisei era, more Heisei era, or the Reiwa era, which is, wow, we're 5 years into the Reiwa era. That's crazy, man. And I know what you're thinking, but we're not exactly done with Gotchard. No. But here's the thing: Reiwa era started in April, so yeah, we're almost at the halfway mark. It's. Oh, wait, did it start in April, or was it in around February? Because I know that in between Lupin Ranger and Ryu Soldier, they had that 4-episode special to just push things back. But it is what it is. We're at episode 15. Next episode will be the arc finale. So next week we're going to discuss the arc as a whole, in addition to the individual episode. So, what did you guys think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think about the dynamic involving the X-Rex, the Clover Chemi, and all the other stuff that happened in this episode? I'm going to be honest. For me, I appreciate that most of this episode was just one big fight scene, just like episode 11. Was it episode? No, episode 12 was with UFO, with ex-UFO and the reveal of Kamen Rider Dread. But I feel like this was a little less impactful compared to the other one. I don't know. The other one, one of our friends was in danger. Freaking Sabimaru was turned into a villain writer and was forced against his will to fight against our heroes, and he was killing it. This episode, I'm not feeling as much of an impact compared to... I'm not saying it's a bad episode. It's just... It just did not feel like it had the weight that an episode this late into the arc is supposed to have. Because around episode 15 is when big things are supposed to be revealed. And when we get a new form, it's supposed to be impactful. And Okay, as cool as X-Rex is, I am honestly, I feel like his debut was nowhere near as special as X-UFO's form. Feel free to disagree in the comments, but yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. This form looks really cool. I love how the entire face of the X-Rex is on his chest, while its jaw forms like a codpiece. It kind of reminds me of Rinchi from Juken Sentai Geki Ranger. And oh my god, we're going back to the trope of commenting on what things the show's ripping off. We didn't do that last episode, but here we are doing it again. Yeah, I mean, I like the combination of like translucent red with the cyan and neon yellow, but I feel like the debut was just not as good because it's like we see him transform at the end of the previous episode, but we don't even see the actual suit proper. It just like we just finished with the transformation sequence. We don't even finish the transformation sequence in the previous episode. And like last week I was thinking, well, like maybe something bad's gonna happen. He's probably not gonna have the ability to control the suit in some way. It doesn't have to be a berserker mode. It could just be just generally too powerful, but yeah, no conflict. It just felt like just any other Kemi in a past episode. And what's worse, that this is supposed to be an X-Kemi. There's only 10 of them in total. And we probably won't even see all 10 of them even utilized. It's really, really disappointing to me because, because they prop up the X-Chemis to be something bigger, more special, but I feel like and don't get me wrong, UFO being the first X-Chemi that he uses, they did dedicate a 3-part episode to it, and I respect that. I respect them dedicating 3 whole episodes just to build up to UFO. That was really well done. But when it comes to freaking X-Rex, I feel like it wasn't done justice. It felt like just another throwaway form. And again, like I would have no problems if he was at least struggling to control in some way, because like it's a dinosaur, it's savage, it's visceral, it's primeval. Like when Eiji had his Putotira form for the first time, which by the way is his final form, he went berserk, or at least he lost some control over it. Hey, even Boost Mach 2, Geats could not fully control it. Rolling Jack, like freaking the main character and Device keep switching places. And Revice is not good when I'm struggling to remember the main character's name. Iki Igarashi, that's his name. But the point is, the fact that I didn't remember right away that his name was Iki, that is an issue. But here it's like he's not just not struggling, I carefully place those double negatives, but he's actually using it efficiently, so much so that he's holding his own against Clotho. Like he's like, oh yeah, I could totally take Clotho now. I think the better part of this episode is Lachesis using the Happy Clover. And like we've seen her use Happy Clover before, but this time around, she uses both the bamboo shoot, get it? Bamboo shoot. And also this other flower Kemi. Hold on. Plant Kemi. No, not plant chemistry. Okay, Rider Kemi cards, plant. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. The plant ones. What was this one called? Okay, so Happy Clover's number 1. Bam Bam Boo. That's its name. Bam Bam Boo. That's cute, actually. Is number 3, and coming in at number 8, Bulgelsia, which it's not quite clear what kind of plant it is. It looks like a bee, like a queen bee. It kind of looks like, what's it called? Vespiquen from Pokemon. Bulgesia. Buglesia. Like, what kind of Kemi card is Buglesia? Barasol to access Baralesia. It's just showing the what the combining sets are. Okay, but still, Bugalesia. Like, what kind of I don't even recognize what kind of plant that is. Like, at least like the other ones I recognize more easily. You got a clover, a habanero, a bamboo shoot, which, by the way, is a form of grass, not a form of tree. Cactus, sabo needle is really cute. A venom drake, which is a fungus, not a plant. Then you got Utsubochama, which is a pale plant. I actually love those. They're very creepy. For those of you who don't know, like, think of Victory Bell from Pokemon. That's what it is. Then you got a rose. You got Jungle Jam, which is, I don't know. Like, it's honestly, it looks more like freaking Peter Pan than anything else. Crossed with Skull Kid from Legend of Zelda. But then for number 10, we got Yggdrasil, which I totally get. Yggdrasil is the world tree in Norse mythology. But I'm not completely sure what the level 8 Chemi is. It's like, it looks like the same plant that Gloom is from Pokemon. But yeah, no, it's kind of weird. Anyways, but it's cool. We get to see 3 Chemi cards used together in the same amalgam. So that's the main appeal of it. So you got a bunch of hands. So you got one hand doing this, got another hand doing the Kamehameha, and of course you got the same thing that she always does. So that's a lot of hands, dude. That's a lot of hands. Oh, actually, no, it's more like this. And then like that, and then like that. So she's got a lot of hands. She got a lot of hands on her hands. But yeah, so Rene tries to fight back. She can't, and Atropos rebukes her. It's like the concept of family is dumb. Your dad was dumb. You are dumb for believing in your dumb dad. Like, he's a traitor, and you, by extension, are also a traitor. And of course, you got the dad wanting to sacrifice himself for the daughter, so that Lachesis kills him instead of her. And Atropos rebukes her. It's like, see how dumb that is? And that's when Rene's like, now I understand why you always talk to me. You want friends. You don't have any, but you want to have them. And that's why you always talk ish about having friends, because you're trying to mask the fact that you want them and you can't have them. I'm like, what kind of relationship do the Hades sisters even have? Now, that's a legit question. What kind of relationship do they even have? Because we do see them together all the time, but like, can they not be friends with each other? Can they not be family with each other? What is going on? I think Atropos needs to chill. And of course, she gets noticeably angry, which releases Rene from her self-strangling. Like, she's making her strangling crazy, man. That's really crazy. It's kind of like watching that Smosh video with the death note. It's like anyone whose name is written in this notebook will strangle themselves. And they're like, huh, I didn't even know it was possible. And it actually is not possible to do it because your body shuts down when you become unconscious, and then you can't finish the process. Nor should you finish the process because life is precious, life is beautiful. Always seek help if you need it. Yeah, yeah. Call 611 if you need help and whatnot. Just getting that out of the way. But yeah, thankfully, Rene is able to help out and restrain Lachesis temporarily. And you're probably wondering, wait, hold on a minute. Isn't Hotaro fighting Clotho right now? Why are we focusing so much on Rene and this family? Your guess is as good as mine. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Like, hey, do you know what's going on? Nope. Yeah, no, I agree with you. No, see, this guy doesn't get it either. This is supposed to be an episode where they debut X-Rex, but they don't. I mean, they do, but they want to debut X-Rex, but he's barely even in the episode. Like, what's going on? It's like, what is this may have been just a filler episode, or at least they made X-Rex look like a punk, no different or better than Mechanic Crab. Sorry, not Mechanic Crab, Mechanic Dasher, because you got Mechanic Crab with Gold Dasher. It feels so unspecial. Oh, but wait, we gotta have a shameless Kamen Rider Ichigo reference with that cyclone in the background, where he's like, "I have found my determinazione," and yeah, they have a fight. Also he demorphs at some point back into his hopper liner form, and then steam hopper form, and then he goes back into his X-Rex form. So it's like, why is X-Rex even here? Don't get me wrong, the Kemi is giant and adorable, but his existence is almost non-existent. But he does win against Lachesis first, and he claims 3 Kemi cards, and then he uses UFO's ability, which, how would he do that? He's not even in UFO form. But he manages to use a tractor beam from episode 13 to rip her out of Dread's body, and then destroys Dread's body. So all's well that ends well, I guess. And of course, the dad's like, "Oh, I am sorry that your dad is a coward." My dad is not a coward. He tried to sacrifice himself. What are you talking about? Now, let's go to Waffle House. So yeah. All's well that ends well, I guess. But now that Hotaro has 2 Kemis that are level 10, a mysterious administrator shows up again. It's like, looks like we're collecting quite a number of those level 10 Kemis. And behind him, we find X-Wizard. What? X-Wizard's here? And they have 5 cards of their own. So that means in this episode, we very likely have 8 X cards. Now, I get that X-Wizard's here to promote the new movie. And I know those 5 level 10 Kemis are probably going to be somehow involved in making, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? In making that special card, the X assembled cards. But it just feels weird that we have 8 out of 10 level 10 cards fully assembled. It just feels weird to me. Yeah, and of course among them are Beat X. I don't think we saw X Wizard as one of them because X Wizard's like fully there, which is why I'm counting 8 and not 9. Sorry, 8 and not 7. Let's see. They definitely had the what's it called? Exceed Fighter X. I did not see the Laxion or Lyxion. I don't know the proper pronunciation for it. I did, however, see X Fortress though, which is an artifact for some reason. And I believe the last one was, yeah, no, I think those were the 5. Let's see. So we got, I did not see Draciles, so that means, no, yeah, no, I think Wizard was probably one of those 5 cards. In any case, even with 7 cards, it still feels weird seeing so many X cards assembled because isn't the whole point of the X cards that they're incredibly rare and hard to get your hands on? Like, I have no doubt in my mind that somehow the movie will set up something where, like, oh, the cards are going to be scattered or the cards will be released again. So we're still going to have to look for them all over again during the springtime. But why? Just why? One thing I really hated about Kamen Rider Ghost was that they made a big deal about having 99 days to find 15 souls to put into like Illuminary icons. But the thing is, we found all 15 of them 13 episodes in. But now we have to reset the 99 days. But you have all 15, but you still have all 15 of them physically present. So what's stopping you? What's different in the second set of 99 days compared to the first 99 days? Because like the whole point of the first 99 days was that it didn't physically exist, the 15 icons needed. But now you actually have the 15 icons. If it was a thing where like, oh, we have to find 15 new icons that are not the first 15, that would have been fun. We could have had Shakespeare, Pythagoras, Galileo, Columbus, Nightingale, some of the ones that I actually remember owning because I actually do have quite a number of them that go outside of the main 15 of them. And I was so happy I finally got my hands on Shakespeare and Ishinomori because those two are very special to me. Which are very special to me. But yeah, no, it's kind of weird that like it's like I don't know what they're gonna do if they collect all 101 cards before, let's say, episode 30. It would just be really weird for me. But yeah, got to do the obligatory promotion, and now we just have a Christmas party. And by Christmas party, I mean the week before Christmas, because somehow they did the whole, oh yeah, no, we're going to celebrate Christmas a week before actual Christmas, which falls in perfectly for this episode because next Sunday, or rather this upcoming Sunday will be Christmas Eve. So I guess that kind of works. But yeah, now they have a fun party. For some reason, Kachiki's also there. But, he's friends, but it just feels like he's like an odd man out because he's not an alchemist. But hey, at least he's hanging out. He's actually chatting with Sabimaru, something I actually wanted to see in the previous episode. Well, or rather, I mentioned wanting to see it in the previous episode because they both like UFOs. And yes, the outfit does look weird. I'm not going to judge him. Like, you do you, boo-boo. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and Hotaru sings a song at the end. Who cares? I don't. That's the end of the episode. That's our obligatory pre-Christmas episode. Just one more, and then we have a week off, presumably. So that, we can have a day of rest or just catch up on Kamen Rider and Blazar, or just straight up catch up on Blazar. No rest for me. I am very wicked, and there's no rest for the wicked. It is what it is. Okay, so thoughts on the episode. It was mid. While, yes, Lakeis's having the 3 chemis was pretty cool, it didn't really amount to much. They talked big game about Dorine not being useless and pathetic and like how, oh, your dad's a traitor. But she easily takes down Lakeis's no problem. And look, why? Like, you guys were struggling to... I would say there's a certain inconsistency with the good guys and the bad guys because it's like in half the episodes and not consecutively, it's like the Hades sisters are too much for our heroes, where even Minato and Spanner were struggling to fight against them. But in other episodes, they're fighting them off easily to the point that even Rine and Renge can hold their own against the Hades sisters. And at which point it's like, what's going on even? And again, X-Rex feels like waste. Like, I like the costume design. I really love the costume design. But I feel like the moment they introduce their first X form, the other 9 X forms are not gonna matter. They're just gonna be introduced like they're just any other random new form, like it was just handed out to them like Halloween candy by Gosei. That's what's really sad because I was hoping for more weight. I remember a time when getting a new form had weight to it. Even if it was okay, so before W, they didn't have like sub forms where like you do like different unmatching combinations of things, like Gatling Panda, for example. But at least when you got like the proper combinations, like getting the correct two Gaia memories, or getting the correct combination of 3 core metals, getting the correct combination of 2 full bottoms. There was weight, or even getting the matching set of 3 Wonder Ride books. I miss watching Saber all of a sudden, because I like the Wonder Ride books. That was a fun gimmick, truth be told. But there was weight to it. Like when Toma got all 3 red books, there was weight to it. When we got Hawk Gatling or Gorillamon, that there was weight to it. And in that case, quite literally, because of the whole leverage thing. When we got to Kitty Buff for the first time, there was weight to it too, because like we see how strong a full combo really was, and then when we see Rata Rata, like it was like it still exhausted the main character, and they did debut the Tora cycle, so. Hold on 1 second. Hey! Did you see that? Hold on 1 second. And what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Sorry, it's my dog. I know he's been up to no good. Okay, so as I was saying, I feel like there's no weight to X-Rex. That's the big issue for me. There's no weight to X-Rex, and there should be. They talk big game about level 10 chemis, and there's no reciprocity. So I have to give this episode an 8 out of 10, if I'm going to be honest, because it was just a mid episode. I mean, it was decent, There were some cool moments, but it just felt like eating a bag of potato chips in terms of watching an episode of Kamen Rider. It's like you feel a certain sense of satisfaction from eating something salty and umami, but they're still just empty calories, so it's like you're still just really hungry for something of real substance. Like steak flavored chips cannot substitute for actual steak in any way. But let me know what you guys thought. Okay, Lakeith is doing a triple transmutation thing like Spanner did last time. Yeah. Last episode before Christmas. Expect something dark to happen next time. Hey, 'tis the season for something dark. There's always someone dying or getting severely injured or finding out that they're way out of their league, something of that nature. You know, that's the thing I love about Christmas. Or at least, hey, is that paper? Why are you chewing paper? Paper's bad for you, dude. But yeah, it's like 'tis the season to show that. Oh yeah, no, you had it easy for the first 16 episodes. Agreed. It'll be funny to end the year like always. Lots of plans this episode. 8 out of 10. Oh, so you agree? That's nice. Let's see. I got my reasons. I'm sure you do. Let's see. I don't think your begging is going to work. Yeah. Atropos almost got into a tantrum thanks to Renee's spitting facts. Yeah. No, that was hilarious. Like, she got visibly mad. Let's see. Show a writer reference. Yeah. Lots of, yeah. Oh no, Clotho's overloading the driver using all and trooper replicas. Yeah, that did happen, didn't it? She was overloading and it was pretty bad. Like I'm half expecting one of the sisters to, die, because it's like usually some kind of general type villain gets killed off at the end of the first arc. I mean, it's almost kind of happened with Girori last season, but also not quite. And then there was Gifford being sort of killed in Revice. And then you had, what's his name? Then you got Kamen Rider Gotchalibur dying. So, yeah, let's see what happens next. Let's see. Anyone holding the picture frame, stilling, covering the father's face. Yeah, I think it was, it'd be funny if the whole time it's just a lens flare. Like, there was like when they took the picture, there just happens to be a lens flare and it happens to cover the dad's face. And they're just like, oh yeah, no, it's a normal picture. Just a lens flare. Just a lens flare. There's nothing mysterious going on. Just a lens flare. Let's see. Sawa dad. Yeah. Sawa's dad finally got his dream article come true. Yeah. Yeah, always follow your dreams. Okay, who's ready for a ride? Don't spoil things. Don't spoil things, dude. Oh, yeah. Gleon's coming next episode along with Spanner's mentor. Yeah. I hope they're not the same person, though. I know it seems unlikely, but it's also not impossible. It would be weird. But at least we find out who this mysterious person is. Well, that's it for the comment, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We typically do Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays, Kamen Rider Gotchard on Wednesdays, Osama Sentai King Oger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Build on Sundays. Because we finished Power Rangers, and if you haven't watched our final episode review, please be sure to check that out after this video is over. But in the meantime, Saturdays, we're dedicating that time to doubling up on Ultraman Blazer so we can catch up with the current runtime. And then eventually, when we're finally caught up, we might do more Rider Time Archive. Maybe get it started early on Tiga. Who knows? But we're definitely going to do Tiga next when it comes to the Ultra Quest podcast. So yeah, that's our schedule this week. The weekday stuff, same as it always is, but weekends we are doing Ultraman and a little bit earlier, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, because because of reasons I'm not going to go into, but that if you don't have any Christmas Eve plans, definitely stick around for Kamen Rider Build, Kamen Rider Generations Final Build and XA with Legendary Riders. It's going to be a fun time. It'll be a hot time in no time tonight, or rather that night. I mean, hold on. Where's it? Where's it? Is it gone? No. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So this is going to be a thing this Sunday. So definitely stick around for it. And with that said, guys, also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. We do movie reviews, video game news. On Friday, we are doing the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, known as the Day of the Doctor. And on top of that, on Sunday, so we're going to get 2 videos for the price of one day on 2 consecutive days because it's Christmas. We love you guys. We're also going to be doing the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. All 3 episodes in one video. So that's both an episode Buttery Show and an episode Morphin Network on the same day because it's Christmas Eve and we love you guys. But until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we wish you all a Merry Christmas. Peace out, guys. We love you.